Evolution is a powerful force shaping life on Earth for billions of years. We can see evidence of evolution in fossils showing how creatures changed over time. However, behavior doesn't leave fossils behind. This makes studying the evolution of things like language very difficult. Early humans, our ancestors, certainly behaved in ways that helped them survive. They used tools, hunted, and interacted with each other. But exactly how these behaviors developed remains a puzzle. Language, a complex form of communication, is one of the most fascinating behaviors to study. Unfortunately, we have no recordings of the first words ever spoken. To understand how language evolved, we have to look for clues in what we know about communication in other animals and in the way human language works today. Long before humans spoke, other animals communicated. Bees use intricate dances to tell hive mates where to find food. Birds sing complex songs to attract mates and defend their territory. Dolphins use whistles and clicks to stay connected in the vast ocean. These forms of communication are vital for survival. They allow animals to find mates, avoid predators, and work together to find resources. While not as complex as human language, they show that communication is a powerful tool in the natural world. These examples give us hints about the early stages of communication in our own lineage. Like other animals, our ancestors likely used calls, gestures, and facial expressions to convey basic information. These early forms of communication were probably simple, but they laid the groundwork for the development of language. Imagine a group of early humans, their communication system limited to simple calls and gestures. Now imagine one individual, due to a slight change in their brain, is able to produce a new sound or gesture. This small difference might seem insignificant, but if it helps that individual communicate more effectively, it could provide a survival advantage. This individual might be able to warn others of danger more precisely, or convey information about food sources more clearly. This ability could lead to better chances of survival and reproduction, passing on this advantageous trait to their offspring. Over many generations, these small variations could accumulate, gradually shaping the communication system. This process, known as natural selection, is the engine of evolution. It favors traits that increase survival and reproduction, even if those traits start as tiny variations. This is likely how language evolved, not in one giant leap, but through countless small steps, each one building upon the one before. Section 4. Listen up, the power of an audience. Language isn't just about speaking, it's also about listening and understanding. The development of verbal behavior depends on a verbal environment, a community of individuals who can both send and receive messages. Imagine our early human ancestor who produces a new sound. If others don't understand the sound or don't react to it in a meaningful way, the new sound is useless. It's like speaking a foreign language that no one around you understands. However, if others recognize the sound and associate it with a particular meaning, for example, a warning call for a predator, then the sound becomes a part of their shared communication system. It's through this interaction between speakers and listeners that language truly comes alive. The evolution of language wasn't just about changes in the vocal tract or the brain. It was also about the development of shared understanding, a common ground on which communication could flourish. Section 5. From gestures to grunts, the rise of vocal language. While gestures and facial expressions likely played a significant role in early communication, vocalizations offered unique advantages. Sound can travel farther than gestures, especially in dense forests or across open landscapes. This allows for communication over longer distances. Additionally, vocalizations don't require direct line of sight. You can communicate with someone behind you or hidden from view. This is particularly useful in situations where visual contact is limited, such as at night or in dense vegetation. The evolution of vocal communication was likely driven by these advantages. Early humans who could communicate vocally were better equipped to coordinate hunts, warn each other of danger, and maintain social bonds. Over time, vocalizations became more complex and nuanced, eventually giving rise to the rich tapestry of human language we know today. Section 6. The gift of gab language and human success. Language is one of the defining characteristics of our species. It allows us to share complex thoughts, ideas, and emotions. We use language to teach, to learn, to tell stories, to build relationships, and to shape the world around us. The evolution of language was a pivotal event in human history. It enabled us to cooperate on a larger scale, to transmit knowledge across generations, and to develop complex cultures. It is no exaggeration to say that language is the foundation of human civilization. While the exact details of how language evolved remain a mystery, by studying the communication systems of other animals and the structure of human language, we can piece together a plausible narrative of this remarkable journey. It is a story of small steps, natural selection, and the power of communication to shape our world.